also, like, my blessing for our son is that he can encompass all of these amazing qualities as he grows into the person that that he will become, and we can't wait to get to know.
We're going to close in a moment together with a blessing, but I want to just say one final piece of Rosh Hashanah Torah for us as we step into this holiest of moments. And I in particular want to thank Penina for waiting to give birth until 8 days ago, because it would be a rather uneventful time for all of us otherwise, and also unemotional, but now we have all this liveliness in our life, so thank you for that. So, as many of you may have noticed, so when we go through the Tekiyot, when we go through all of the shofar blasts, so each one starts with the Tekiyah, and each one ends with the Tekiyah. And inside each line of blast, there are shavarim and there are truot, but we always end with Tekiyah again. And so our rabbis have taught us that this is like the journey of life, that we start with wholeness, and in moments we become broken. As life inevitably challenges us in ways that we can't even imagine. And sometimes we even become shattered. But we always end up whole again. And so I was thinking about the two of you and what it means to bring this boy into the world right on the cusp of hearing this message in the most visceral and most emotional possible way tomorrow morning and again on Friday morning. And the question I wonder is, how do you prepare yourselves to guide a person through life that you know will be a journey that inevitably has difficulties in it and has challenges in it? And I want to remind you to hold the Tekiyah in your heart always, to know that the place where he starts and the place where he ends will be a place of wholeness. I can't imagine a child coming into the world more held and more loved, with greater security and with greater promise and possibility than this baby boy has in the world. And so you are ensuring that his initial Tekiyah is one that sends him into the world with a tremendous amount of possibility. And I want you to always remember that through each of these challenges, he will be able to come back to that place of comfort, of stability, and of more possibility as he begins the next stage of his journey together. So all of us know Aaron and Penina very well. These are, in fact, two really truly extraordinary human beings. And so the greatest blessing that we can offer this baby on this day is that he has the humility, the integrity, the curiosity, and the passion of his beautiful parents, and that those things which before were vehicles for you to become yourselves and vehicles for you to serve the Jewish people are now vehicles in the service of building this child into the boy and man that God put him into the world. So every day that you are who you are, you strengthen him in being the person he was meant to be. So I want to ask everybody to please stand, and we will offer him one last blessing and many bagels. Eloheinu Be'eloi Avotenu Be'imotenu, our God, and God of all of the parents, the mothers and fathers who stood on the day of the Brit Milah, the 8th day of their precious child's life, and looked at him and wondered who he would be in the world, we thank you for the blessing of bringing Aaron and Penina to this moment where they get to do the same. And we hear in this moment the echo of the past and the possibilities for the future. We ask you, God, to give strength to Ariel Tzvi, that he should always remember the integrity and honesty of his great-grandfather Aryeh, the humility of his great-grandfather Harry, the beauty and love of his parents, and for all of those, his aunts and uncles and grandparents who will collectively make up the network that will hold him in his darkest moments and support him in his moments of greatest joy. We ask that you give him a life full of incredible love and deep, deep joy. We ask that you let him love deeply and that you let him be loved deeply. For you are the source of life, and in your light, this child and his family are also bathed in light. Let us say, Amen. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisem lecha shalom.
For my parents who couldn't be here to celebrate the Brit Milah of their first grandchild, they wrote a note that I'll read so that their presence can still be with us today. To our beautiful new grandson, your birth has brought us much joy. We love you very much, as we love your parents. You have the good fortune to have such wonderful parents who will impart to you the fine qualities and values that are important to them. We know that they will teach you to live a life of mitzvot. We pray that your deeds will be a bracha for yourself and your loved ones. Most of all, try to be a person who lifts others. Try to be a person who will bring light, goodness, and encouragement to others. Be a person that makes others feel good about themselves. With all of our love, Savta and Zaydafa.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Mazel tov!